Hello, everyone. Welcome. All right, just making sure we are live on all channels. How are you today? It is Monday. It is Go Monday. All right, we are rocking this is the last full week of the month. And for those of you who don't know me, see me for the first time, especially since I am going live for the first time on LinkedIn. Anyway, we'll see if that LinkedIn is not going to happen today. So let's just delete that and save those changes. All right. So thank you for joining me. My name is Hillary, the marketing mom. Glad you're able to join me today. All right. Today we're talking about what's your focus. And why are we talking about focus? Because sometimes as business owners, we kind of watch the whole month pass by. We were trying to plan this, trying to get this done, and then bam, you realize it's the last full week of the month. And this is the middle of the year. Okay. So for those of you who maybe set some goals at the beginning of the year and you realize, wait a second, I'm nowhere near it and half the year is done. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, it's more than half the year by the end, by next week, Tuesday, it's more than half the year now. We're into the second half. So what's your focus? And today, what I want to talk about is what stops us really from focus. What are the things that you need to keep reminding yourself to do every day? Sometimes it's every minute, sometimes it's every hour. Okay, when you sit down to do a task, and that's a clue that you've got to sit down to do a task. You can't just plan. All right. But what are the three things that you have to constantly be doing? Now, a lot of other things you're going to be doing. Okay. But I want to talk about what makes you not have focus. All right. And when I say not focus, it's like, you're feeling like, I don't know where to start. All right. I'm not going to use the word because I don't like the word. Okay. So if you know what I'm talking about, drop a comment below. You could drop it below and tell me. All right. But focus and trying to stay in the game, whatever your business is, whatever you're doing, whether you are a stay-at-home mom and you're not even running a business, but if you're a work-at-home mom like myself, how do you keep yourself sane and keep your focus? What's that focus? So the first thing is, if you are feeling that word that I'm not going to use, you probably are missing one, two, or all of these things. Okay. And I found myself in that situation many times. And the three things are no plan, no focus. All right. And no activity. And you're going to see me looking down here at my notes. We got to have notes, right? Anyway, so no plan, no focus, no activity. And I'm asking the question, what's your focus? If you don't have a plan, you can't have a focus. Okay. Now, there are many things that you could possibly be doing as a business owner right now. Okay. You could be setting up ad campaigns. You could be calling leads. You could be connecting with suppliers. You could be trying to figure out new distribution channels. You could be setting up a new e-commerce website because of what's been happening. We're pivoting. All right. And the reality is, there are many things that you can do. But as a mom and as a business owner, there's one thing that I've realized, and I think as an engineer, I've always known it innately. But you see, when you get into this business world and people are always telling you, well, you got to do this, email list, website, blah, 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 and all of this confusion, right? You feel like, okay, good, I can do this and I'm going to multitask. Guess what? That's not focusing. Okay. If you are trying to multitask, multitasking is a fallacy. Okay. It is a fallacy. All right. So get that out of your head and start to focus. But what do you focus on? You got to have a plan. Okay. What I like to do with my planning is re-engineering. Okay. So I know I want X number of sales, or I want X number of leads, or whatever the case may be. You re-engineer the process of how you're going to get there. Okay. One of the beautiful things I liked about a previous community I was in, they used to do a lot of this re-engineering, especially for the ad campaigns. Okay. They talk about, and that's the chickens outside. This is the beauty of live broadcast. Okay. Anyway, so you start with the end in mind. You know where you want to get to. You have a sale to close, whether it's a big ticket sale or whatever the case may be. You've got coaching clients you want to get into your business. You have to start with the end in mind. The end is where your goal is. And then you've got to step one back. What is the coaching client going to do just before they become a client? And just before, and just before, and just before. And each of those positions that your customer is going to go through, there is an activity that goes along with it that you have to put in front of them. Okay. And that is the action. That's the planning. That's the planning stage. Okay. Phase. And then what you have to do now is realize that in your planning stage, you have to really get the notion of what has to be done first. If you want a client on this end, what's the first thing that they have to do? And that's what you work on. Very often I found myself playing around with things that are comfortable. All right. So you play around with logos and colors and all of those things that are comfortable for you to work with, but they don't generate any revenue for you. Well, let's say for those in the network marketing space, the reality is the only way you're going to get anybody into your organization is if you speak to somebody, whether it's on the phone, messenger, whatever. You've got to speak to people. Now, are there different automation tools that you can use to get people to talk to? Of course. All right. You've got ads, you've got lead magnets to give away, and you've got all of those things. But at the end of the day, for you to close a sale, close business, get a team member on, you got to talk to them eventually, right? So what do you need in order for them to get to talk to you? Those are the type of things when you're planning out your activities. That's how you figure out, okay, I need people to speak to me. What do I need to do to get people to speak to me? And those are the activities that you focus on. Okay. So focus is very important, but planning what you're going to focus on is key. Now, here's the big catcher with all of us entrepreneurs. All right. We know that the world and Google, this is where Google is our enemy. Okay. So you jump on the internet and you say, right, I have my plan. I know the activities that I have to do. I know what I'm going to be focusing on. How? You get to the stage where you want to know how to do it. And you go on Google and you start Googling and you end up on YouTube watching video after video after video after video after video after video on how to do it. Because all of that are different people's opinions, right? On how to do it. But then, do you ever do it? Like, seriously, do you ever take the video and do it? One of the things that, I always go back to Dr. Bob Clark. He said that, especially in this online learning space, all right, if you're not going to use that information in the next 30 days, don't buy it. Right now, we're talking about purchasing courses here, all right? But I'm just talking about when you watch a free video, right? Like the other day, I went online and I searched how to do, there was something with Google Sheets that I was trying to figure out, taking it from one sheet to another sheet, and you had to use the import charge, some formula or whatever it was, right? And I went through each step, looking at videos, and I'm trying to figure this thing out. And it hit me. I was like, Hillary, you gotta go into your spreadsheet and try to do it before you know what's gonna happen. Because you could watch videos for 2 hours on how other people are doing it, or you can test it. All right, you got to get into the action and test it. Now, the reason a lot of people don't like testing and don't like doing anything, to be quite honest, is because they're afraid to fail. Isn't that the truth? All right, you're afraid to fail. You don't want to try it because you just don't want to look bad, or you don't want it to not come out the way it's supposed to. And look, I tested it, I tried it, I did this, that, and the other. And then I realized that, oh, wait, this can't be done in this type of spreadsheet with that font, and not font, but whatever it was, right? But there was something that could not be done at that point in time. Okay. So the reality is, if you don't get into action, all your planning, all your focus is going to be a waste of time. Because you could plan what your activities are. You can say, I'm going to do this activity by this date. All right. That's the focus. The focus is actually planning, not just planning, but stating, I am going to get my calendar, my booking calendar set up by this date, by tomorrow, okay? Because your goal is to get people to talk to you. And then you're going to say, I'm going to get my opt-in form set up by Friday, because you want people coming into your list to be able to book with you, okay? You plan your activities, you focus by saying X activity by Y date, and then you actually get into the action of doing it. Because 9 out of 10 times we entrepreneurs, we get stuck in this rut of learning and learning and learning and learning, and we never do. Okay, it's time to do. That's my message on this Monday. And I'm not calling it a motivational Monday or whatever, it's Monday and you're getting into action. Action. Plan your work, focus on what it is that you're going to do, set your deadlines, and then let's get into action. Tell me in the comments, all right? And I'll come back after this live, say hi to everybody, but tell me in the comments what you are focusing on today. I want your feedback. I want to know what you're focusing on. We're going to hold ourselves accountable this week. You tell me what you're going to be focused on. I'll share with you what I'm going to be focused on. All right. So have a great day. And you saw my post. I will. I can. I will. Watch me. All right. Have a great day. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.